And with that, my name is Chuck Williams, and it's my privilege to host the Cepeda Monday Night Zoom call. We have been doing this at 9 p.m. for the last couple of years. Beginning the first next year, we're going to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, move this up a half an hour for our friends on the East Coast that would like this call to be a little earlier. We're going to accommodate. So tonight, we've got 3 guest speakers. Each of them have a phenomenal story in their own right, and we literally could take hours tonight. These guys are so excited about what we have with Isagenix, but we're going to get done in 30 minutes if I do my job correctly. This is a picture of Kathy Coover. Her and her husband Jim are the founders and owners of Isagenix. And basically this screen is a disclaimer. We're going to talk mostly about the health side benefits of Isagenix tonight. We're also going to talk a little bit about the earnings. And this is a disclaimer on both. You can go to isagenixearnings.com for all your information about the earnings potential. You can go to isagenixhealth.net for all of your product information you want to get tonight. We're going to have 3 testimonials. This is not one of the guys who's going to be speaking. This is me. I'm a product of the product. This Isagenix literally transformed my life, both physically and financially. Physically, I went from the guy on the left. I had lost a little bit of that weight before I got involved in Isagenix, but I got to a point at about 210 pounds where it just was not coming off anymore. None of my old tricks were working. And so with Isagenix, I shed 23 pounds of belly fat, and I got to be a skinny grandpa instead of a fat belly grandpa. And then after being in the company for a little bit, I saw other people transforming their bodies physically in a different direction, not just losing the weight, but gaining lean muscle. And literally within about 2 months of working out, I was able to go and add the 4 inches I lost to my waist. I put 2 in the right bicep and 2 in the left bicep, and have the body that I had back when I was 20 years old working on playing football in college. So the products and the opportunity have been phenomenal for me. Now, as we do this presentation tonight, I've got 3 athletes on the phone with me tonight. They're each going to share their story. So we're going to focus mostly on the performance products, but I want you to know that Isagenix has solutions for all types of health issues. On the left are reasons why people are interested in health benefits. Isagenix has solutions for each and every one of these topics. Again, we have our categories. You got your weight loss, which Isagenix is primarily known for. You've got your energy in the bottom left, which everybody I talk to needs more energy. Top right-hand corner, you got performance. That's where we're going to spend most of our time this evening. And then the bottom right-hand corner, healthy living. I like to call it vitality. That's actually my favorite. I'm 58 years old, and I want to enjoy the last 20, 30, 40 years of my life as much as I have the first 58. That means running around, chasing the grandkids, having fun, doing what I want to do, hanging out with my wife, going to the beach, traveling, not having to worry about a cane, a wheelchair, any of that stuff. And I believe Isagenix has a solution for vitality and healthy living. Down the bottom middle, you see Isagenix has unique products like the oils, the essential oils. We have CBD oil. We have all kinds of unique things. Tonight, we're mostly going to focus on our performance products. So with that being said, our products are backed by science. And this is a good friend of mine, Daniel Parton. Got to meet him a few years ago when I first joined Isagenix and the Cepeda team. This guy is a phenomenal testimonial of the company and what it can do for your body. But basically, the cool thing about this slide is this is not 1 or 2 products that some guy developed in his garage. I mean, we've got top-of-the-line scientists developing these products. And Isagenix, throughout their 18-year history, has been on the cutting edge of technology and health. Literally, we set the trends. Now everybody's talking about intermittent fasting. Isagenix 18 years ago was the one who really started that and made it popular. Now you hear about telomeres, and I hear ads and stuff on the radio and TV about telomeres. Isagenix has had a telomere support product for 7, 8 years, top of the line, thanks to John Anderson. It's just amazing. So I want to get right into our first speaker. And Raphael, what I want to do tonight is I've got 3 speakers. I've got 3 things I want you to address. And I'm going to go one at a time with each of you. I want to start out with you and just have you share your basic story, your 3-minute story about your experience beginning to now with Isagenix in about 3 minutes. So Raphael, proud to have you on the call tonight. Tell us a little bit about your background and why Isagenix.
I'll go even quicker than that, Chuck. Before Isagenix, guys, I've been business owner, played baseball professionally for a good amount of time, obviously played in college as well. I've always struggled to put on mass. That's always been my story. Not the biggest guy, but always wanted to get a little bit bigger so I could perform a lot better because I just felt like I did at that level. But putting on muscle, I was eating, 5, 6, sometimes 7 meals a day. I was working out 5, 6 times a week. But whatever I did, it took so much to try to put on mass. I was finally introduced to Isagenix by my friend Christy. And at the time, I actually ruptured my Achilles, so I got down to 175 pounds. I hadn't been that since high school. And I used the products. And much to my surprise, I put on 20 pounds of muscle in 90 days. I'd never seen my body put on lean mass so quickly. And the way that I did it was completely different. Literally cut my workout times in half. I was doing this with an Achilles rupture, and also cut my meals in half. So on a cellular level, we're helping the body operate more efficiently. Now I'm working with some of the top prospects in minor league baseball, working with a lot of college guys, and helping them with the problems that I had as well. So it's pretty cool.
Awesome. Raphael, stay tuned. I'm going to come back to you in just a minute. This next guy is a friend of mine. I actually met him at the gym a little over a year ago, and it's amazing. We're like long-lost brothers. And Steve, why don't you share your story? This is Steve Williamson from St. Louis, Missouri. Steve, your 3-minute story, please.
August, I started on these products Chuck put me on, and I was 282 pounds with a 46-inch waist. It was snapping the buttons off my dress pants. And I weighed this morning, I weighed 227, and I'm down to a 37-inch waist. So, I mean, I just can't say enough about these products. And it's simple. 2 shakes a day and 1 meal, and especially when you're working out. If you're working out, 2 shakes, 1 meal, it's like you're converting fat to muscle. It's awesome.
This was your first weight loss program, right, Steve? And I'm being facetious.
Oh, no. And for the time I retired from a competition in the martial arts, I went from probably 195 all the way up to as much as 299. I've done every diet that came down the pike. Cabbage soups, diets, keto diets, you name it. And they all work. But then as soon as you stop, you gain the weight right back. Isagenix, I stabilized 235 pounds for 3 months just by dropping back to 1 shake a day. These products are unbelievable.
Well, you got a great testimonial, and I know people in your life are noticing, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. But let's go to our next speaker tonight, and that's Sam Bartlett. Sam, you are the #1 success story on my personal team, and I'm really proud of what you've accomplished. But this isn't a family affair. So in about 3 minutes, kind of share you and your family story if you could.
All right, Chuck, thank you. So it's been about 18 months now. We were introduced to the Isagenix products. I was introduced to the products by my wife. And to make a long story short, back in my high school days, I was a all-conference football player and all-American basketball player. I didn't have any problems putting on mass. So after high school, I gained almost probably about 150 pounds. So I topped out at 398 pounds. In the last 18 months, I've lost right around 120 pounds. My son, who is 20, he's lost, I thought it was 98, but it's only 89. And then my wife, in the last 18 months, has lost right about 60 pounds. So that's almost 300 pounds. So we're super excited about that.
All right, that's amazing. I want to go back to Raphael now. And Raphael, I want you to share with our audience tonight, and those who will be watching this record in the future, some of your favorite products and how you actually use the products to get results. So I'll let you start, and then we'll go through each of the 3 guys along those same question.
Sorry, I'm over here taking pictures, social media. My favorite 3? Well, I'll start with this. I use nitro religiously. Pre-workout. I've never been a pre-workout believer. Beta-alanine which is one of the key ingredients in it, which is going to help open up the blood vessels and, with nutrient transport. Like I said, I've never liked pre-workouts. I've never liked the way they made me feel. But to have and be within a company that I know the sourcing is so pure, right? No artificial flavors, colors, or sweeteners. You guys got to understand, as athletes, this is an unregulated industry, right? People are, I just saw an ad pop up on my phone today where, there's a company that's helping people create proteins and supplements But to have a company like Isagenix where the sourcing is pure, and on top of it, we have third-party testing that that you're safe as an athlete. You're not going to get popped on a test for performance enhancers. Like this is bar none the best company I've ever seen, right? So the Nitro, I absolutely love it. I use that religiously. I also love the Nox, the nitrous oxide booster, which is just, anybody can use it. Even if you're a person with heart trouble or, you want better blood flow, you don't necessarily have to be an athlete to use the Nox. It's another pre-workout supplement to help open up those blood vessels and nutrient transport. And then here lately, I've loved the repair with the collagen peptides. So collagen peptides really instrumental in helping with like that post-workout muscle soreness that's brought on by fatigue, and fatigue-induced workouts, right? Or soreness-induced workouts. So look, talking about it right here. So the repair is that on the lower right-hand corner. One of my favorites is all the way to the left. So those are two of my go-tos. I've been implementing the tri-release a lot too, but those are probably my two go-tos right now. But yeah, that's what it is, Chuck.
Great. Thank you, Raphael. Steve, same question. There might be some overlap because a lot of us have some of the same favorite products, but for those athletes that are watching, I know I've watched you in the gym mentor young people, particularly, and help them. What are some of your favorite products, and what are some of your tips for helping people that want to get the best from these products?
Well, I got to agree with Raphael. I love Nitro. Nitro's got just enough of the naturally sourced caffeine to kind of get you going once you get to the gym, and you get a good laser focus on your workout. And then for me, I can't say enough about the tri-release protein. Since I've been taking that, I've been putting on lean muscle like it's free. And I take it right before I work out, and tastes good, and it really powers through my workout.
Well, Steve, you don't have to tell your age, but I don't think you're ashamed of it. We're about the same age. And you recently have gotten back into martial arts, which when I met you over a year ago, that was the farthest of your mind. You want to share a little about some of the products you've used to help you do that?
Yeah, I used the Nitro before my martial arts workouts also, because even though they're a lot more cardio, when you're kicking heavy bags and you're kicking shields, it's another type of resistance exercise, and it just helps you power through. I like to amp BCAAs as an intra workout rather than just drinking water while I'm working out. I like having those branched chain amino acids busting down while I'm working out. It just seems like you can get an extra half hour to your workout between those two products.
Well, I've seen you work out, and it's an amazing feat. So glad to have you have such great success. So Sam, got you been third here, but what are some of your favorite products, and how do you implement them in your daily routine?
So my entire family loves all of the AMP products, but I think my favorite products, to be honest with you, are Isagenix Pro shakes. Not only is it a meal replacement, but it has 36 grams of protein, all the essential vitamins and nutrients that you need. So for me, I work early hours. I can't be making breakfast at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. So it's a great breakfast for me. I get everything that I need. And because it has, all the fats, all the good fats and all the protein in it, I stay full all day. And then I love the Cleanse for Life. It is a cellular cleanse. I know the word cleanse kind of turns people off, but it's nothing like that. It's not, if you want to say a colon cleanse or a poop cleanse, anything like that. It doesn't, do anything like that. I actually cleanse a little bit different than the average person. I do some intermittent fasting, but it's from the time I go to bed until about 10 or 12 in the afternoon. So I don't completely shut down my digestive system because I walk so much. I'm really active, but I still get the benefits of cleansing. The other thing about the cleanse that I love is if you are keto, our cleanse was keto before keto was popular. You can actually do a 2-day cleanse and be in ketosis in just 2 days. So that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Thank all three of you guys for sharing. I got one more question for each of you. But before I do want to kind of share my favorite product, and it's this one right here. It's the Isagenix. I would hate to have to choose just one product, but if I had to choose just one, this would be it. It lengthens your telomeres. And if you're interested, do a little research on this product. When I share this particular product with somebody who has any knowledge of telomeres, they want more information. They want this product. It is an amazing product that Isagenix has. I encourage you to get back with the person who invites you. Check out all these products, but this one here is my particular favorite. So with that, let's go back to Raphael. And Raphael, I want you to close us out. I'm going to cover a little bit about how you can make some money at the end here, but share with our audience. I see you've got quite a few of your team on the call tonight. What do you see in the future for Raphael with Isagenix? Why Isagenix, and what do you see in the future for yourself and your team?
Guys, this opportunity is like nothing else I've ever seen. Like, and my passion for it, I don't think. So many times when we receive information, we think, okay, what is this person trying to get me with? What is in it for them? But I truly see the opportunity for everybody on this call. You know, for me, being a professional athlete, I was literally listening to a guy. He's a former catcher for the San Francisco Giants, and he's talking about, you know, the minor league system, the changes that are coming down the pipeline, and how guys are so underpaid and underserviced from a financial perspective. Guys, there's a lot of broke professional athletes out here, and if professional athletes are complaining about this, you know, college athletes are complaining about this too. A lot of broke college athletes too. So when I look at this industry, network marketing as a whole, and I look at what this company is doing, it makes too much sense for athletes to not be doing this. Right? You're already using products like these. You're already trying to perform at peak levels. And this stuff works. Like, I don't know. I've never walked into a GNC. I've never gotten anything from bodybuilding.com. I've never been into a vitamin shop and they say, hey, Mr. Turner, if you don't put on 10 pounds of muscle over the next 30 days, bring your stuff back, all of it used, empty canisters, and we'll give you your money back. That does not happen. So here you have a company that's telling me as an athlete, we want to see you get better. Oh, and by the way, you know how everybody's sharing Disney Plus is not getting paid? Well, us as a company, we want to pay you to tell other people about what we do. And when they do say yes, we want to give you a referral fee. Like, that is amazing to think about. I mean, we can almost guarantee that everybody on this call, you found a product that you fell in love with and you told people about it, and you might somewhere within their pipeline of business, you've produced hundreds of dollars for a company and you've never been compensated. That's the cool thing about Isagenix and what we do. You use the products and people see you lose 20 pounds of fat. People see you put on 10 pounds of muscle and they ask you, what the heck do? You can say proudly, look, I use this stuff. If you want to try it, give it a go. But for me and these guys that I talk to, my team, and a lot of these athletes, I mean, you got 307 millionaires in the company. I think we might be at 308, honestly. I mean, you got kids that are walking around, they're 24 years old and they're making six figures within the company. They've made six figures within the company. Where else can you go and have that kind of opportunity? I don't know. For me, I walked away from my business to be in a Is network marketing perfect? No, but it's definitely hands down a better way. And I just believe that.
Great job, Raphael. Really appreciate having you on the call tonight. Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. Let's go to Steve. And Steve, same thing. I know in your case, you primarily got involved for the product initially, and then you came to us what we call Super Saturday and kind of had your vision expanded, and you saw an opportunity here. But what do you see long-term for yourself when it comes to Isagenix?
Well, I can see myself being on the products the rest of my life. I mean, like you said, the Isagenesis and the shakes. I mean, where can you have a breakfast that takes less than 2 minutes to prepare and gives you half of your daily needs? Sam hit that on the head. I love the meal replacement shakes. And the business, I see myself growing my business because I got a great mentor named Chuck Williams who's going to help me do it. And that's another thing about this business. When you get somebody in, they don't all of a sudden become your competition. When you get somebody in, you're going to help them because it's basically we share, they share, and it'll just keep trickling down. I'm looking forward to the next year and watching my business grow. To be honest with you, Chuck.
Now, I know you're trying to stay under the radar a little bit, but you might have some Ice a Body Challenge highlights in your future. Do you believe?
Yeah, I hope so. I'm working on it. I mean, it's coming along slowly but surely.
Now, when you were losing that belly fat, you actually hit your max in bench. And from your decades of experience in the gym, you'd never seen that happen before, had you?
No, not to lose 20 pounds in 1 month. And during that time of losing 20 pounds to increase your max bench by 15 pounds. I went from up to 325 for 2 reps, and that's the most I've ever done. I couldn't do that when I was 18 in college.
Yeah, well, thanks for sharing that, Steve. You're a great friend. I've enjoyed working with you, and you got a great future ahead of you. Sam, you and your family I always tell you you're my favorite family. You know you are outside of my own immediate family, but what do you and your family see as the future with Isagenix?
So my wife and I have been working with some high-level mixed martial arts athletes, and we will continue to do that. And then I'm finishing up some certifications, so I will hopefully help as many people as I possibly can as a strength and conditioning coach. That's my passion, and of course, every product that we have can benefit just about anybody. So Cindy and I will be the next ISA millionaires, guaranteed.
Well, I believe you will be. I'm proud of all 3 of you speakers tonight, so thank you very much. Let's get back to this slide presentation here. We're going to wrap up with you showing you how you can get your products paid for. I think that's very important that as a leader in this business, you teach everybody on your team, every customer, the opportunity. Now, some of them will just want to pay for their products, and they don't want to refer anybody, but we want to teach people how to get the products paid for. So this screen right here is the vision of the company. You heard the vision of Raphael, Steve, and Sam, but this is the vision of the company right here. It's to impact world health and free people from physical and financial pain, and in the process, create the most trusted and well-respected health and wellness company in the world. That's something big, and I think everybody wants to be involved in something big in their life. That's what Isagenix affords us. So let's talk over the next few minutes about how you can earn some money. In the very beginning, it's very simple. You want to become a consultant. Everybody, and I do mean everybody, comes in as a customer. If you want to earn money,
really good job.
Let me get this mic down here. Okay. Everybody, if you want to earn money, you go in your back office and you simply fill out a little form to become an associate. As an associate, the only difference between that and a customer is now you're in a compensation plan and you can earn income instead of product vouchers on referrals. And so when you get 2 customers, you're going to put one on your right team, one on your left team. Don't worry about the details of that. It's very simple to do. And Steve hit on a point here. When you bring a new customer on, you're not competing with that customer for future referrals. We work together, only building 2 teams. New referrals help the first referrals. Again, the person who invites you can get into more detail about our compensation plan, but it's very unique in the way this is built. You only got 2 teams to build. And you start with just 2 customers. One your right, one your left. They do 100 BV or more, which is a simple beginner order. They can do a lot more, but at least 100 BV qualifies them. And now with this little triangle right here, you have just become what's called a consultant. Your first goal, once you become a customer, become an associate, is to become a consultant. 2 customers. That's your first goal. Once you've achieved this goal, if you do it in more than 30 days, the company's going to pay you a $50 bonus for doing it. If you do it within your first 30 days of becoming an associate, the company's going to give you an extra $100 bonus, triple the bonus. They just do that to incent you to start sharing early in your career instead of waiting a long time. That's the only reason they pay it 3 times as much. So it's 150 if you become a consultant in your first 30 days. It's 50 if it takes you more than 30 days. Now, becoming a consultant is very, very important to get started, but the key to success in this business is not only becoming a consultant, it's learning how to help other people become consultants. Now, your first 2 customers don't have to decide they want to do the business. They may be customers for their entire life. I have people that have been with me almost 3 years now that have been customers the whole time. They've never shared, and that's okay. We love customers. On the other hand, most of the people I get involved want to share this with other people just like I do. And so they get a couple customers, they become a consultant. When a new person that you get involved personally becomes a consultant, the company pays them just like they paid you, but you earn a $100 consultant development bonus. For the first 40 times that you help one of your customers become an associate, become a consultant, you get paid a $100 bonus. I want you to think about that for just 1 minute here. That's $4,000 in bonuses that the company's just sitting out there waiting to give you simply by helping people get 2 referral customers. I've been involved in multiple network marketing businesses in my career, most of which, unfortunately, were multi-level, which this is not. We get paid here down through infinite number of levels. So this is not multi-level. This is network marketing. There is a big difference. Again, this call is not designed to educate you on all those differences, but I will tell you there is a difference, and Isagenix has done it right. Getting paid down through infinite levels is so important. Now, in this short little example right here, if you were to sell the most popular pack in the Cepeda team, which is the value pack, you're going to earn a $100 product introduction bonus. If you sold 2 customers in the same week, those 2 $100 bonuses would double and become $400 in bonuses. If you help 2 people become consultants, and there's no time limit on that, you're going to earn $100 per person you help up to your first 40 people. And then when you reach this level right here, it's you share, they share. If you can do this right here and teach others to do this right here, you can hit the top of this pay plan and make as much money as you want to make. It's just a matter of how many times you want to repeat this. But this is called a manager. And if you become a manager, you share, they share. In your first 60 days, the company pays you an additional $250 bonus. So in this example, you can earn a minimum of $500, up to $1,000 or more, depending on the products that your new people come in with. It is a very lucrative business, but that's not the exciting part. This is the exciting part. It's a simple cycle. Get with the person who invites you and get with the person upline from them that understands this thoroughly, because a cycle is pretty easy to understand once you understand, but until it's not. And so it's simple in some ways. You got 2 teams to build, and the company rewards you for bringing volume to the company. But it's not just you. It's your team. The company allows what's called spillover. So the people that got involved before you, if they place somebody on their team that falls under you, not only do they get credit for all that person's volume, but so do you. Now, I'm recording this, so you can go back and listen again, but it's very unique in that you're getting credit for volume that you had nothing to do with, potentially. You're not guaranteed spillover. Nobody is, but it typically happens. Now, in addition to that, as you bring new people in and they bring new people in and they bring new people in, all of that volume counts for your 2 teams. And every time those 2 teams hit a combination of 600 BV business volume on one side and 300 BV on the other side of your business, every time that combination happens, you get paid $54. Now, I say every time, and it is every time, up to 250 times per week. If you add that up, that's $13,500 a week. That's a nice little paycheck from your cycle bonuses alone. There's about 8 or 9 different ways of getting paid. This is my favorite, though, because this is residual income. Because once you get a customer on board, all 3 of our guests tonight, myself, there's no way you're going to get us to stop using these Isagenix products. So as we use them month after month after month, the volume is created month after month after month. And as you build 2 large networks of customers and referral partners, this volume becomes repetitive and you get paid over and over and over again. Now, the Cepedas have a very unique way of building this. It creates massive momentum and it maximizes your bonus. So be sure and listen to one of our Friday morning compensation call trainings. It's one thing about the Cepeda team. We've got the best training in the world. And the Cepedas will teach you a way to build these 2 teams that long-term will outpace and outperform any other way of doing it. I've been in this industry 25 years now. I've seen lots of different compensation plans. Isagenix by far has the best, no comparison. The Cepeda team and the way Herb and Patty Cepeda teach to build this compensation plan is superior than anything I've ever seen in this industry. So get plugged in and watch it grow. This is an international business. The potential is crazy. This is one of my last slides. It basically describes the value of a cycle. Now, I mentioned you can earn up to $250 per business center. Your income's not capped. The company will award you another business center if you cap one out. But this slide right here is real. It's just to 100. You could go to 250, but it's just to 100. What income would set you free on a weekly basis here? And so you do the math, how many cycles per week to earn the amount of money you need to achieve your goal. It's that simple. Now, all the other ways, the bonuses, the bonus pools, the trips, it's all great. I wouldn't give any of it back. But this right here is where the rubber meets the road. It's residual income. Over the next 2 to 5 years, you build these 2 teams. They start producing this volume, and the company starts paying you these cycle bonuses, and it's an ongoing residual income. It's absolutely amazing. So pick out the cycles per week you need to achieve your goals. And you might be saying, well, Chuck, my goals are higher than 100 per week. Well, let's get to the 100 first, and then we can talk about becoming that next millionaire. It's an exciting part of our compensation plan. So we close with this question here. You are where you are in life because of choices that you've made and choices you've allowed other people to make for you. Right now, the person who invites you to this call has given you the opportunity to make a choice that could change not only your life, but the life of your family and future generations to come behind you. You literally could be that fork in the road that created a new legacy, a new path for your family simply by getting plugged in to an organization or company that's going places. Isagenix has a phenomenal past, but their future is so much better than their past, and you now have an opportunity to be a part of it. So get back with the person who invites you and let them know what level of interest you have. Do you want to come in just as a customer to get started, try the price, experience it? Like Raphael said, it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. Or like myself and Sam, do you want to get involved and do you see the business side right away? Do you want to make this your future financial source for life in addition to transforming your body? So Raphael, Sam, and Steve, thank you guys for joining me tonight. Audience, I hope you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed giving you this information. Now do something with it. The greatest thing you can do is get plugged in and go change someone else's life while you're transforming yours. God bless you. Good night. We'll see you next week.
Thanks, Chuck. Thank you,
Have a good
everybody.
one, Chuck.
Thanks, Raphael. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Night, everybody.
Sam, Chuck, good job.